If you want to be wealthy, if you want to be successful, if you want to achieve all your goals and dreams, then you need to watch till the end of this video, because these 5 things are the only things that can get in your way. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nima Attar. I have an organization in the financial industry with over 500 individuals, and I managed to create 7 figures of income for myself by the time I was 27. And in today's video, I'm going to go over what are the 5 things that I had to avoid in order to get here. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and hit the bell so you're the first to be notified every time I have a new video, and share this with the people you care about and love the most who can also benefit from this information. Let's get right into it. Here's the first thing you need to avoid: seeking external validation. Look, financial freedom doesn't actually make you free. You know how I know? I know a lot of rich people, I know a lot of wealthy people who are very financially well off, but they're still imprisoned. Nima, what are you talking about? Are you saying that these people are doing something illegal? No. They're imprisoned by the need to please other people. They're imprisoned by the need to get other people to like them or to give them some positive opinions about them. True freedom comes when you stop letting other people's opinion of you and your choices dictate how you should live your life. Here's the first thing you need to make a decision on yourself and not let other people's opinions get in the way: how you spend your money. Look, I'm someone, like I mentioned, who makes 7 figures of income. I'm very financially well off, but guess what? I don't even have a car. Now, me saying that is gonna shock some of you. What? A young person makes a lot of money and they don't have a garage full of Lamborghinis and Bentleys and random Range Rovers and G-Wagons that they never get to drive anyways because they're too busy? Yeah. That's me. And you know why? Because I literally live in downtown Vancouver. My office is across the street. The gym that I go to is across the street. And most people come to me, I don't go to them. And if I need to get somewhere, I get an Uber, because I don't even like driving. I don't enjoy getting behind a car and, going at a certain speed. That's not my thing. I've been in so many car accidents that I have no desire to get into another one. So for me, I have no problem Ubering everywhere and not having a car. And at this stage of my life, I don't need one. And I rather invest that extra 10, 15,000 that I'm not spending on a bunch of random cars into good investments that are going to build me wealth, rather than investing into getting some people to clap for me and say, oh my God, look at him, he has a McLaren. Here's the next thing. You need to make the decision on yourself and not let other people influence you. The choices you make for your life. Look, when I was making a decision to drop out of university, you got to understand something. Being Persian and dropping out of university is like committing treason. So that was not an easy decision. And there was a lot of people around me who I cared about and who cared about me who were totally against this. But you know why I was able to make that decision? Because I realized that the only person that has to live with my decisions is me. And if I end up becoming an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is that my parents wanted me to become to please my parents, well, one day my parents may not be here anymore, and I gotta wake up every morning with that decision that I made. And if I wake up every morning looking in the mirror at a doctor and I hate being a doctor, that's not the type of life I wanna live forever. So I realized that the only person that has to live with my decisions for the rest of my life is me. So if I'm gonna make a good decision, I wanna be the one that makes it. If I'm gonna make a bad decision, I'm also gonna be the one that makes it. So I don't have any resentments and I can take responsibility for my life instead of blaming other people for it. Here's the last area in this category that you need to avoid: needing people to like you. If you want to be a great leader, and all of us are a leader of our own lives, you have to let go of the need for people to like you. All you need is people to respect you, people to want to be on the same page as you, but you don't need people to like you. And as a leader, you're going to make a lot of decisions that other people might not like. You're going to make a lot of decisions that maybe make you seem a certain way to some people. Who cares? As long as it gets you and your team to where you want to get to, it doesn't matter. So let go of the need for people to like you. And I tell you this, when you achieve the success and you inspire the people, the right people will enjoy you and love you and care about you, and the wrong ones will just not even think about you. So let go of this. You don't need people to like you. You just need one person to like you. You. And if you like you, you're on the right track. If everyone else likes you but you don't like you, what's the point? So stop seeking other people's validation and start seeking your own validation, because that's the only validation that actually matters. Here's the second thing you need to avoid if you want to get rich: having a bad attitude. Remember, no one is self-made. In order to be successful, you got to get other people to buy into your vision. Whether it's mentors, whether it's employees or team members, whether it's clients. And when you have nothing, the one thing that will attract the right people to you is having a great attitude. Not only that, but having a great attitude makes you feel better about yourself. And if you feel good, you do good. One habit that I really got into in order to make sure I always have a good attitude is whenever I would make eye contact with someone, no matter who it was, I would remind myself to smile. And every time I smiled, it made me feel better, but it also made the people around me who were in my environment feel better too, because they would always look at me, and whenever I looked at them for a little bit, I would Smile at them. And you know what? That made them feel more comfortable to approach me, to ask me questions, to want to work with me. And also it made me feel better about myself because whenever I smiled, I felt good. So have a great attitude, because in order to get to where you want to get to, you got to recruit mentors, you got to recruit team members, you got to recruit clients. And they're only going to get recruited by your energy. And if it's bad energy, they're going to get repelled. If it's great energy, they're going to get attracted. So always have a great attitude. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And it's the number one thing that will make the difference between you getting where you want to get to or not getting anywhere at all. Here's the next thing you need to avoid: bad associations. We all know you are the average of the 5 people you associate with. So here's what I want you to do. Write down the 5 people you associate with the most, whether it's family or friends. And here's what I want you to ask yourself. 1, how positive are they out of 5? 2, how much do they believe in themselves out of 5? Well, Nima, how do I know if they believe in themselves? How often do they get out of their comfort zone? How often do they face their fears? How often do they try new things? How often do they tell you should try new things and you should get out of your comfort zone? If it's never, probably a 0 out of 5 person right there. If it's all the time, then that's a 5 out of 5 person when it comes to belief. Here's the next category. How much money are they earning? Why are these 3 categories important? Because if you're not positive, if you don't have high self-belief, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you're not around people who are making really good income, you're not going to make a lot of income. And this whole video is about what? 5 things to avoid if you want to get rich. That doesn't mean that rich people are good people and poor people are bad people. No, there's a lot of really great poor people and there's a lot of really bad rich people. But that's why I said categorize the positivity and belief side too. But if you got someone on your list that is like a 2 out of 5 on positivity, that is a 2 out of 5 on belief, and is broke, what value are you gaining from associating with that person? One thing that I ask the people that I mentor is, what do you owe these people? Do you owe them money? Do they have a gun on your head? Are they blackmailing you? If not, then why do you need to still be friends with them? Well, I've known them for a long time. Okay, if I've known poison for a long time, does that mean I should take poison or should I just avoid it anyways? Well, I'm just comfortable hanging out with them. Okay, well, you can get comfortable with hanging out with other people once you hang out with them long enough. Well, Nima, I want to be loyal. Look, you can't help someone who's drowning by drowning with them. So if you want to show your loyalty, swim to the shore, save yourself, and then throw a lifeline for them. And if they want to save themselves, they can save themselves too. But you're not benefiting them or yourself by being loyal and drowning with that person. And I'm not saying cut these people out. What I'm saying is reduce the time you spend with them. Look, if you spend every day with this person, maybe you spend once a week with them. If you spend once a week with them, maybe you spend once a month with them. Now you might be thinking, okay, Nima, I'll do that. But what do I do with the free time? Make a list of people that you know from Instagram, that you know from your Facebook, that you know from your other friend circles or your acquaintances, that you feel like rank higher in those categories, in the positivity category, in the belief category, even in the financial category, and make a point of going and grabbing coffee with that person, going and grabbing a drink with that person instead of hanging out with that other person. And if you do that, here's what's going to happen. You're going to start getting more comfortable meeting new people. You're going to get comfortable adding new people to your circle. And some of those people you hang out with, like you like them, and you want to hang out with them more. And now you've started the process of improving your associations. Here's how you know you're hanging around with the right people in terms of wanting to be successful and in terms of wanting to get rich. How do you feel after you hang out with them? Do you feel uncomfortable? Do you feel like you should do more? Then that's the right association. When you're down, do they tell you, keep going, don't give up, you can do it, I've been there before? If so, that's the right association. When you're doing well, when things are going well with you, are they happy for you? Do they congratulate you? Do they say, man, you're so amazing, I'm so inspired by what you're doing, if you can do it, I can do it? If those 3 things are happening, it's the right associations. If they're not happening, again, question the association and change it. Here's the 4th thing you need to avoid if you want to be rich. Not working on yourself. I heard this quote and I loved it. And this is the only quote that I need to tell you to understand with this point. If you don't have a project to work on, then you should work on the most important project, which is yourself. Look, the better you get, the better your business gets. The better you get, the better your relationships get. The better you get, the higher quality of life you get to experience. So please, 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 if you take only one thing away from this video, take this. Work on the most important project, which is you. Work on your personality. Work on your health. Work on your mindset. Work on new skills and new ways to become better. The best investment is an investment in yourself, because the one thing that will be with you for the rest of your life is you. They can take your money away. They can take your family and friends away. They can take even your freedom away. But the one thing they can't take away is who you are. So if you keep becoming better, you'll always have opportunities and you'll always have a way to live the quality of life you deserve to have. Here's the last thing you need to avoid if you want to get rich. Jumping from branch to branch to branch to branch. Look, one of the biggest things that especially young people get really trapped in is the shiny object syndrome. Every time there's a new opportunity, they get distracted from the opportunity they were already working on. Every time they see something new, they want to go into it. Every time they see something shinier, they want to go into that. Every time they see a mentor that maybe makes a little bit more money, they want to go get mentored by them. Jumping from branch to branch will only get you to one place, to a branch that will eventually break and you'll have nothing left to stand on. If you really want to become successful, if you really want to become rich, which I know you do, that's why you're watching this video. That's why you watched till the end of this video. Pick certain skills, pick certain businesses and become great at those. Master those. And when you master the one thing that's going to make everything else work, everything else will work automatically. I'll give you one really quick example of this. Look at someone like Lionel Messi. Would you advise Lionel Messi to go trade stocks? Would you advise Lionel Messi to go and get a real estate license so if his dad wants to buy property, he can go help him and get commission from it? Would you advise Lionel Messi to go and, learn how to trade Forex or learn how to trade crypto so he can buy that random crypto that might go up 3,000%? No. You know what you would tell Lionel Messi? Dude, you're so good at this thing called soccer. Keep getting better at it. Keep making crazy money from being an amazing soccer player. And then give that money to other experts that know how to do all those other things and they'll do it for you. Become a master of one thing and use your money and give that money to people that are masters at other things and let them do those things at the highest level. Stop being a jack of all trades. Stop getting into this do-it-yourself mentality. Do-it-yourself mentality is for people that want to stay average. Do-it-yourself mentality is for people that don't care about getting wealthy. Wealthy people become masters and they let their money do the talking after that. So please, if there's one thing you take away from this video, master the right thing and leave everything else and delegate everything else to the people that mastered the other areas. Before we finish off today's video, I highly recommend you watch my other video called 7 Signs You're Going to Be Successful. Not only is it going to build on today's list, but it's going to add a few more that's going to take you to that next level. Click the link here to watch that. And before you go, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're the first to be notified every time we have a new video. And share this with people you care about, people that you love who could also benefit from this information. Thank you. Bye-bye.